You don't destroy things because you are broken. You destroy them because a part of you learned that good things leave. Think about the relationship you ended when it was going well. Think about the opportunity you walked away from before anyone could tell you no. Think about the person who loved you, the one you made it impossible for them to stay. You didn't do those things because you are broken. You did them because a part of you is trying to protect you. Carl Jung called it the shadow, not the darkness you are afraid of in other people, the darkness you have been afraid of in yourself, the part of you that was too much, too angry, too needy, too sensitive, too wild, the part that was told, directly or not, that it was unlovable. So you buried it, and the buried thing did not die. It grew, in the dark, without your knowledge, without your permission, and now it runs, and you call what it does your personality. Here is what the shadow does. When something good enters your life, a person who genuinely sees you, an opportunity that could change everything, a moment of real peace, the shadow recognizes it, and the shadow knows, from everything it learned before you were old enough to understand what you were learning, that good things leave, that love comes with conditions, that peace is followed by disruption, that the people who see you eventually see enough to leave. So the shadow acts first. It pushes the person away before they can decide to go. It sabotages the opportunity before success can be followed by loss. It destroys the peace before whatever disrupts it arrives. This is not self-destruction. This is the most sophisticated protection mechanism you ever built. It just became a prison. This is what the shadow looks like in actual life. It looks like picking fights with the person you love most exactly when they get close enough to matter. It looks like procrastinating on the thing you want more than anything. Because if you try and fail, you can no longer believe it was possible. It looks like the version of you that becomes cold and unreachable the moment someone offers you warmth, because warmth was always conditional before. It looks like choosing the person who will definitely leave over the one who might stay, because at least you can see the ending coming. You are not broken. You are running very old software in a situation that requires something it was never designed to handle. Jung said that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. What he meant by that is this. The shadow does not announce itself. It does not say, "I am afraid this person will leave, so I'm going to push them away first." It simply makes you irritable, simply makes you cold, simply makes you pick the fight, simply makes you disappear. And you believe those are your choices. You believe that is who you are. You call it your personality. You call it your type. You call it fate. The most dangerous thing about the shadow is not what it does to your life. It is that it does it while wearing your face. The question Jung was really asking was not, "Why are you this way?" He was asking, "What would you have had to believe about the world for this to have been the only reasonable response?" The answer almost always is this. You would have had to believe that love is conditional, that good things don't stay, that being seen fully means being rejected completely, and in the world you learned those things in, that belief was accurate. Jung's answer to the shadow was not to fix it, not to destroy it, not to overcome it. His answer was to turn around and face it, to ask, what did you believe about the world that made this make sense? What were you protecting yourself from? What was the original wound that taught you that love needed to be escaped before it could leave? Because the shadow does not need to be defeated. It needs to be understood. It is not your enemy. It is the part of you that survived something by becoming something you were never supposed to stay. The work is not to eliminate it. The work is to let it know that the thing it was protecting you from is no longer in the room. And ask yourself, what would you do differently if you stopped believing that everything good is already on its way out?